Hello and welcome back to another edition of Eternal Evolution with Akbar the Buffmaster. Today we're taking a look at the easiest way I've found to take down Azure 14 as free to play. So let's get into it. Okay, so to begin with, we'll look at the teams that I am using here. So for stage one, Hunters, that is the recommended team. For me, my hunters are strong enough. It doesn't really matter who my third hunter is as long as I have Riz and Baz, and it doesn't matter who the support is. Leo does a good job up front, taking care of soaking up all the damage, and the Riz and Baz do all the killing. The reason Rebecca isn't in here because I was testing Rebecca versus stage 3. Okay, stage 2, I have a couple of vanguards up front. Again, the purpose of here is to keep the enemies busy while basically Daniel does all the killing. So Dorley would probably be even better in here. I've done it both ways. You could use either, so it just depends on what you have here. I use summoners. You could use other DPS classes as well. The point is we're keeping them busy up front. With the two vanguards, we have stun lock going on a little bit there. And here, I'm running double support and 3 melee. Panday and Wamagan. Wamagan can be changed out for another tank, Terrorish, Ray, Carabine, etc., depending on who is built the best on your account. And I have Dominic for a little extra damage. I was doing Purin, Terrorish, and Rebecca, and that's what cleared through 13. I thought it was going to clear 14 also, but I kept timing out with just a few seconds short. So about it would be down to about 4 or 5% when I would time out. So Rebecca didn't quite work here, but she did clear all the way up to 14. Okay, those are my teams. Okay, so let's get into the fights. Since I'm not using, well, I'll just leave it like it is. Say I'll put in Rebecca since I'm not using her on stage 3, but I'll leave it like this is here because perhaps your Baz and Riz is not as strong. So having Taylor in here instead of Rebecca kind of compensates for that a little bit if you do have either Rebecca or Arcadia to bring in, then that's going to make it easier for you. So they do pretty easy work here. I'm so happy with Vaz. He is an absolute blessing to the Hunter team. And now that Resertis is awakened, what doggy. By the way, my Resertis is A7, and I made her the priority on my account since I was going to try to build Hunters up when Vaz came out. I made that decision. So she is my A7. Daniel is A5. Maz is also A5. And Hempu is A1. That's so sad. Rez, I'm not sure what Rez is. A3, A4, something along those lines. Just building him slowly as his shards become available. Now, this will not give you timed awards. The limited tickets, you will not get the limited tickets doing this, but this is just the easiest way again that I found as free to play to get it done. So you see, stage 1, nice and easy. And I had Mazzardani in here instead of Rez before. And the reason, oh, it looks like maybe I'll have to put him back in. Anyway, Daniel does most of the killing anyway. So as long as the two vanguards up front keep him busy, Daniel will kill him off. But I was saying, I took the rebirth set off of Mass and put it on Purin for a little extra healing for my tanks, which is why I took Maz out of here and replaced him with okay, so we are going to have to redo this. Let's go ahead and change that out. Okay, so we wiped. That's no big deal. What we are going to do is this is the value of presets, right? And this is what sometimes you will have to do as free to play or as you are growing your account. What we are going to do is just put in Maz here. Okay, so this is what has worked out best for me. If you were on manual, this would be much easier, of course. You could just keep your vanguards towards the back, keeping them occupied that way on that side of the board. And because on auto like this, sometimes they will slowly inch the fight back towards your friendly side, and that's when you get Dorley dead, like she is now, or sometimes Maserati will die if they get too close. But as long as this fight stays over there, Daniel is going to kill them off. All right, and they're not going to kill both vanguards. Well, not my vanguards anyway. Hopefully, you have at least one of these built to do the job. And again, I have Leo on stage one. I could use Leo here also. Okay, here we go. Last round. Pow, 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 pow. And I used to be into fighting, not anymore. But I remember Tyson was so scary. It's kind of weird that he's going to be fighting again at 58. I wish him the best, health wise. We'll see how it goes. So, as I said, this was the easiest setup that I found. There are, I'm sure, other possibilities, but there's always a risk that someone dies or something slips and this boss dude gets loose and he starts wrecking havoc. So, this is the easiest thing. It's very safe, no one dies, and you're going to clear. Now, are you going to get the time rewards? No, you are not. But you get steady clearing, nice and easy. Now, it is possible maybe you would be able to replace pure in here. I know in our guild we have this thing where we try to clear the most difficult stages without Purin to see how strong our teams really are because she manipulates everything, takes everything to a much higher level. So if you can do it without using Purin, then that shows that your team is pretty strong. I haven't tested it yet. This is just how to clear 14 for the masses. People outside of our guild are not going to be interested if they can do it without Purin or no. They just want to do it. So I hope this video helps. This is the setup. If you want to see any builds or anything, let me know in the comments section and we can go over those. And also, if you have any other ideas for videos, something you want to see, maybe something you're struggling with, let me know that too, and we can take a look at it. So you see here, nice and easy. We're not going to be under uh, time crunch. So in general, right here at 25%, if you are at the 1 minute mark, you're going to be fine. You can't possibly be just under the 1 minute mark, but it's going to be close, right? Um, Again, so here I don't have OP heroes. My Dominic is Mortal 5. My Dominic is built well, but Panday, Immortal 3, Wamagon, Immortal 2. It's not like I have a bunch of Immortal 5 heroes, just Dominic. Hopefully that is the case for you guys as well. If you have a really strong Rebecca, she could work here, but then you will need a third tank. Okay, because mine almost did it, and she's Immortal 0. So that could possibly be another option. You can tweak and play with what works for you. Again, Wamagan can be any tank that you have built. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. I hope this helped you guys out. If it did, like and subscribe. And until next time, ciao for now.